I'm going to review the new Maybelline FITme Shine Free Foundation Stick. Comes in a stick form like this, and it's supposed to have the anti-shine core in the middle, and the outside is the shade. So I used a little bit yesterday, and I think it's a little bit greasy, so I do have moisturizer and primer underneath. I already applied that. So as you can see, I have redness, acne marks, and some pimples like on my face, and a lot of unevenness. So I picked up the shade in 220, which is natural beige. This one has a bit more of a yellow undertone. And I got a little bit tan, like I got kind of tan, so I'm trying to match my neck and my arm. Um, so I'm just going to show this, demonstrate this. I guess I'm going to just apply it with my fingers. I do notice that it tends to get like shine after a couple, like 2 hours or 1 hour. So I recommend using a primer, and I am combination to like oily T-zone. And now I have some dryness around like this area, so just keep in mind. I do have to go out for the whole day to do makeup today, so that's why I have to put a primer, because I won't have much time to touch up throughout the day, since I'll be working on, the models. So anyways, I'm just going to apply some of that straight on my nose, to around the nose, underneath the eye, down the chin, and some on the chin. I don't recommend to put on too much, because any, like, doesn't matter if it's mattifying or whatever kind of finish, like products, you don't want to put too much, and then keep your hands clean when you're working with your fingers. Always have hand sanitizers around. So this goes on almost like nothing, I would say. Um, don't put too much on, because anything that's excessive amount might end up not, working as recommended. So this is just like one layer, even out with my fingers, and it covered up like some redness, I think. But I can still see like the red acne marks on my face. So I would say either going with a second layer or with a concealer. As you can see, the redness is still there. Did it even out my skin tone? Maybe slightly. Um, it looks pretty natural to me. It's not really shine free, but it's sort of like a satiny finish, I would say. Um, so let me see if I can go back in with a second like layer just on certain areas. Um, it did kind of cover up the under eye circles a little bit, so that's good. So this is just a second layer on certain area. And instead of rubbing it in, I'm just gonna sort of like tapping in the product for a little bit fuller coverage. Spot on my neck. I think once it smooths out, it kind of matches. I don't really know how well the middle core, which is the shine free um, middle core will work, because I'm just going with a third layer, just dab on certain problem areas. So I'm kind of using this as a concealer as well at this point. And I will set this with a mattifying powder, just in case. And also I will bring some blotting sheet with me to blot throughout the day. I did watch other people's review after I bought this, so that's not very helpful, because everybody works differently, so I think I still want to try it on my skin and see how this works. I just feel like the texture is like satiny texture, but for me, I still feel like it's kind of, in a way, it's kind of like greasy feeling. I don't think this covers up any blemishes. Like, that's for sure. It doesn't cover up any blemishes. But if you go with second coat, it definitely evens out the skin tone, and it's just really convenient. Good for travel, you know, throw in your purse. But I wouldn't recommend it for like acne marks, because you see, like, I still have it. Acne marks here, that's not covered. Over here, redness from the acne mark is still not covered, and the redness is peeking through over here again. Um, so yeah. And I don't know if it's gonna oxidize on my face. So far it looks like it's already kind of turning a little bit darker. It could be that because I put on a second and third layer. But it does look a little bit darker. But I'm going to sort of neutralize it with the Inglot Studio Mattifying Powder, which is sort of like a yellowish, so it's gonna kind of mattify my face and also maybe takes away a little of that redness. And I'm also gonna apply some concealers